Who are you and what you do?
Rob Crooks music.
What kind of music?
Um, Experimental, electronic, glitch, pop, rock, post-rap.
What kind of instruments do you play on the record?
Accordion, kazoo, and guitar.
Cool. Which of the obviously this is going to go on Witch Police, so people have heard some of your other stuff, like Hey Hey, and that's on this as well.
Yeah, it's been re-recorded. It's a little more polished.
Okay. What is it? The same song essentially though, or is it?
Yeah, it's the same song, just re-recorded. Just made it sound a little better. The first copy was kind of rough, just kind of a demo. I didn't record it with any intentions other than just having fun.
Cool. Okay. And there's a few other ones from that Misogyny 3 that
Yeah,
have
I
been
think
redone?
there's two or three from the original, but it's essentially a new album, and it's a lot more polished and a lot more pretty, if you could say that about something that's so ugly.
Good. And this is coming out on Marathon and Dope?
Yeah, it's going to be available for free or download. I don't want to call it free download. It's pay what you can download on beginning on March 20th.
Okay.
But it'll be released in physical form on CDs at the Low Pub on the 15th in Winnipeg, and then the 16th in Regina at the Cathedral Village Free House, and then in Saskatoon on the 17th at Scratch Nightclub.
Okay, cool. Is it going to be available in physical CD, like in stores and stuff as well, or?
Yeah, they'll be available just locally in stores, and then I'm going to try to make them available at shows, of course, And, I will be charging for the CDs, but, it's a little cooler than having a download, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
If you want to support the arts.
Okay. This is just an EP, right? How many songs?
It's only 8 songs.
Okay, is this like a stepping stone to a longer album you're going to make with the same kind of style, or?
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to go in this direction. This is, I feel really good about this direction. I've added some more things to my arsenal, like musically. I've bought some more samplers and synthesizers, but it's the same basic idea that I'm going to be running with.
Okay, so for the shows though, it's still you just you and the sampler, or do you?
For the show on the 15th, it's going to be me and the sampler, and I'll have some synths on stage too.
Cool. Okay. So what do you what kind of reception have you been getting to this stuff? I mean, I know you've been doing it for a while, but
I'm getting good reception. I feel like people are really opening up to it. I think that because it's not traditionally what a hip hop record would sound like, a lot more people are into it.
Okay.
So you can take that as you want.
Would you still define it as a hip hop record though, or?
I try not to think about it too much. I mean, there is some rapping on it, and it's all made with samples and samplers, just like most hip hop records, or most old school hip hop records, anyways. And in the new songs that I have that aren't on this record, I still rap, and I still love rapping. So that's gonna be part of it.
Okay. What other stuff are you working on aside from this? You're in a few other groups and stuff.
Magnum KI's record is done. We were just we had this lull before we could put out the record. That's why I decided to put this one out, because I had the time. But yeah, the Magnum KI record will be out this year, and it's I think it's much better than the last one. So
and the last one got pretty good press and stuff too, like.
Yeah, and we're gonna push this one the same, if not harder.
Okay, so you'll be touring for that as well.
Oh yeah.
And is there any opportunity you're going to play any of your own songs on that, or is that just totally separate from what?
It's separate for now. We haven't really discussed us combining forces for any shows. I think other members of Magnum KI have solo projects too, so it's not like mine takes precedence. But maybe one day we'll do a Magnum KI show where we all do our solo stuff too. That'd be cool.
Are you doing more? I mean, I know the last Magnum KI album you were just mainly like writing the songs and stuff. Are you use that same thing again this time, or?
Yeah, I wrote almost all the songs on this one. I think Ismala wrote one of them, and Rhonda had a big part in writing one of them. But I wrote most of it, and I'm actually on this one too. I have 3 verses where I actually rap on this record.
Cool. What about the fucking retards? Is that?
That's always alive in our hearts. And Mikkel and I talk about it a lot. And Mikkel's just put out a mixtape, and Mikkel's got a LP that's coming out this year. And it's insane. Like, it's really, really good. So I think he's gonna be busy with that. But we have some new fucking retard songs, and we're probably gonna write more.
Cool. And I guess a lot of that stuff you've been talking about is coming on Foultone. Is that?
Yeah, that's the Magnum KI and the fucking retards, or the Mikkel.
Yeah.
As far as I know, like, I don't know how set in stone it is, but yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen.
Okay. The other thing I wanted to ask you about is because I keep seeing them all the places, the poster you made for this show. It's awesome.
Thank you.
How long did it take to make it?
It took like 8 hours. It took like 2 sittings. Like it took a long time. So I cut all the pieces out of construction paper, and I was originally going to do it on Photoshop. I even downloaded a pirated version of Photoshop, and I started working with it, and I was like, this is going to look really shitty if I do some crappy like Photoshop poster. I don't even know how to use Photoshop. So I was just like, fuck it, like I worked art programming with kids through the graffiti gallery, and I've done tons of just arts and crafts, and it's fun, and I think I can do it well enough. And I've done a couple Magnum KI.
Yeah, for sure, it's the same style, right? And the Misogyny 3 album cover too was a similar kind of thing.
Yeah.
So is that important though for you to have like a DIY kind of art as well?
I don't know if it's important, but it's something I've always done. And I guess like the old saying, like if you want something done right, do it yourself. I don't know if it's necessarily done right, but I definitely would rather just get it done myself than relying on other people or relying on shitty tools like Pro Tools.
Okay. Do you think that like the combination of you're giving away music for free on the internet or for pay as you want on the internet and totally digital, and then you're doing the posters and all this stuff totally manual, does it work well together? Or does it matter?
I think it adds to the aesthetic of the whole of the music and the image surrounding it. Yeah, I think it's consistent. Synergy. Yeah, I like it.
Cool. Okay. Well, what about Dynamo?
Dynamo's got a new drummer that's in training right now. So once the new drummer learns how to play drums, but even before that, I'm sure Dynamo will be back on track one of these days.
Cool.